Nowadays, the violent issues is quite common in sport. All the organization is try hard to solve this question. However, the violence issues is still happen. What we can do is find out the way to solve this problem. So there's a few ways that we can prevent the issues. First, using the law officer to prevent the people wants to use the violence during the competition. The event organizer can use the law officer. Police officers have the authority to stop the violence and remain control of sporting event. The presence of law officers prevent sport violence by reminding participants there are the consequences for violence. So to prevent this kind of matter happen, the event organizer might using the law officers to prevent the violence happen. Next, all the athletes should take courses in anger management before they started the seasons. The athlete can through all the lessons to learn how to control their emotion and action. Usually the violence case happen, most of them the reason is the people who attend to the group cannot control their emotion. So the way to find out to control their emotion is very important to all the athletes and coach is the thing that cannot prevent by the sport management. Lastly, clearly and repeatedly communicate institutional policy and penalties regarding spectator aggressions at athlete events. It needs to include messages in writing, communication and email to the seasons, ticket holders, booster club magazine and fan base website. It is very important because it can be a reminder to the people that violence is a serious case if they use the violence during the competition, and it also can be a preliminary notification to all the people if they did not follow the rule.
Then I will continue to the effect of violence in sport. Violence in sport affect not only the players but also the fans and the spectators of the games. Violence in sport can influence fans to think that it is okay to use violence to get what they want, especially the young fans. When the fans are extremely stubborn about their team's failure, they tend to attack other fans and encroach on the property of opposing players and fans. The more violent the sport like hockey and soccer, the more violent and noisy the fans will be. Violence in sport caused notorious riot and fight between winning team and the losing team after a national match had become a usual thing. The violence and fighting in the game also destroyed the sportsmanship of the game itself. The fans like to see their favorite player beat another team in their team because their favorite player seems to be unshakable, which makes them satisfied. Even if they are not the person playing in the game, they feel empowered because the person they support has power over another team members. I have found some examples on effect of violence in sport. The 2011 Vancouver Stanley Cup riot. In Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals, the Boston Bruins beat the Vancouver Canucks to win the Stanley Cup. At least 140 people were injured and one seriously. At least 4 people were stabbed at that night, 9 police officials were injured and 101 people were arrested. In July 2015, 4 years after the riot, the police completed investigation of 2 suspects and recommended the final charge against 301 people, bringing the total number of charges to 887. Another example happened is the 2012 European Football Championship fan clash. The game host nightmare became a violent reality as the supporters from Poland and Russia were involved in a series of sickening clash. Police in Warsaw claimed to have made over 183 arrested. At least 15 fans from Polish, Russian and German were badly injured as fighting broke out in the skirmishes around Warsaw in the hours leading up to kick-off, although the police were just about to prevent the trouble from turning into a full-scale riot. Water cannon, tear gas and rubber bullets were used to disperse a mob, while fireworks, water and other makeshift missiles were thrown by the fans of both sides. There were reports that, during the game, police fired rubber bullets and tear gas at a group of young Poles who attacked them with a bottle in a fan zone in the city center, where thousands of people were watching the game in a heat screech.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Ikmal Hafizi Muhammad Isa. My metric number is 262188. So, I will continue with my last part, which is the conclusion. As we know, sport is the activity that everyone does for any reason, such as for the competition, for maintain their body healthy, and so on. Next, the main aim of sport is to competing each others against ability, their skills, and the spirit. So, violence should not be allowed in sport and it should be banned. Besides that, there are a lot of factors can cause the sport violence. Sometimes, the violence involves athletes themselves and their fans. Why this happen? This is because of two major factors, which is the frustration and the anger. The frustration is occur because of the lack of progress. The lack of progress due to the impatience for playing sport again. For example, if the athlete get injured, so it will take a long time to recovery. So the athlete will become stressed because they are not able to play again. The second one is anger. The anger occurs when someone else falls and the athlete get injured. For example, in football match, when there are two players are tackling each other, so one of them get injured. If the situation happen, the player who get injured will feel anger and do the violence, such as beating or hitting the other player. Last but not least, we also hope that the community and athletes are more aware of the violence we occur in the sport and thus prevent them from doing so. I think that's all from us. Thank you.